Hello, 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 hello. It's Tuesday, my dudes. How's everyone doing today? Now would be a good time to insert ads. No, it won't. Go away. Stupid pop-ups. And we'll do that, we'll do that, we'll do that. We'll do 3 hours, and it'll be this annoying pop-up on my screen will go away. Up on my screen will go away. There we go. How's everyone doing today? It's Tuesday. It's the first day of school. It's the first day of school. Now, granted, if I'm 37, so that really doesn't mean much for me personally that it's the first day of school. But that means the little guy's back at school, which means I get my mornings back. Yay! Yay! While I sit through morning meetings, this is more productive than a morning meeting, so we'll go with that. We will go with that. So yeah, so today's actually, it's a fun day. I woke up this morning to my wonderful, these are the DJI mics that I use. I have one here, but I have two of them, right? And I don't know what happened, but I went to take this one out of the case. We're probably gonna get double audio for a bit here. The stupid clip broke right off. The plastic is like completely falling apart. I don't know what happened, because I put them back away, the exact same thing I do every stream. I take it off, I put it in there, and then I don't know, I took it out today and the clip fell off. It was broken. So I'm wondering if I dropped it and I didn't realize it was like cracked. And then when I put it in the case, like the little bit of pressure like snapped it right off. Luckily I have two mics and I could fix that easily, just glue on a clip. But it's kind of annoying because if I glue on a clip, it won't fit in its fancy case anymore. So for now, we still have one, so yeah. If only I had a machine. Well, it's not so much remaking the plastic part. I could easily just glue a clip on. Just get a little bit of epoxy, put a clip on. It's just the part that it needs to also fit in here, and the problem is the attachment points are injection molded, which are now broken. Thanks for the tip last stream about forcing grease into the races of bearings. Nice. Yeah, I did a video on that a while ago, a couple years ago. I did like a tips and tricks video, and that was one of the things in it. I don't think I can epoxy back on because it's like spring clips. They're supposed to fit on like these injection molded little hooks. My spare one I'm done. Don't worry about Apula. I already have a spare. I already got a spare. Okay, so what are we doing today? It's Tuesday. It's not Tuesday. It's Tuesday. However, it's also the first of the month. And by first, I mean the second. It's the first stream of the month. This is more important than the first day of the month. It's the first stream of the month, which means we have some housekeeping to take care of. First things first, hey, go enter for your chance to win some filament from Polymaker. Every stream we give away a spool of filament from Polymaker. Link in the video description. You're gonna wanna do that because one of the little fun community things we do now is we change the name of the Discord every month. So you need to give me a suggestion for the name for the Discord for the month. So pick a name. Right now, it's 3D's nuts because that's what somebody suggested last stream, and we rolled the wheel and it landed on that, and everyone's like, okay, go with that. And so right now the community Discord is called 3D's nuts. I think we need a new name. It's been a month, we need a new name. So suggest a name when you fill out the contest form. Obviously it's gotta be not safe for work, or it can't be not safe for work. It's gotta be PG. If I roll it and you like wrote something horrible, I will ban you from this community if you like thought you'd be cheeky and put something really offensive as a suggestion. But anyways, long story short, pick a name for the community, make it something funny, punny, 3D printed related, and I do have veto. I do have a veto. So, but we will roll the dice, and whatever we land on, as long as it's good, that'll be the name of the community Discord for the next month. Also, community contests are back. There is a channel on the Discord. Let me pull it up here. We are back to doing community contests. It has been a hot minute since we've done community contests. Get rid of these old challenges. So we are starting them up again. We will go through this at the end of the stream today, because I'm going to want some feedback on it. But essentially, you can go check it out on the Discord. Please don't post in this channel. This channel is just for entries. Do not actually post anything in here. If you want to chat about the community challenge, there's an actual chat channel. But these are just for entries. So if you want to read the rules there, but we haven't picked the categories yet. We will be talking about the categories at the end of the stream, because we're gonna. I got the ideas up here. We just gotta. I want to spitball them with you guys first. 2 categories. We might do 3, but 2. Right now, prizes are spool of polymaker filament, a hat off the merch store, and I'm trying to talk to another company to see if we can get some other stuff. The thing is, like, it's fun to give away like 3D printer controller boards, but not everyone can use stuff like that. So I like more everyone can use a spool of filament type prizes. So I'll update that as that goes, but we'll chat about that at the end of stream. And then lastly, oh hey, look, we got a partially rebuilt Prusa Mark IV here that we have to finish reassembling. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. That is what we are going to be doing today. So everyone put 3D's nuts again. Do not put 3D's nuts again. We need a new name for the Discord, not a reused name for the Discord. There's so much like white powder dust on this printer. Probably should have cleaned all this before. Like realizing this. Actually, let me guess. Oh God, that's filthy. That's disgusting. No high volume. I mean, I'm going to talk to a few other companies and see what suggestions I can get, or what if any other companies are willing to donate stuff for the challenge. But we'll see. We'll see. They're fun little community things. Like, for example, I kind of wrote the basic intro, but I haven't put the categories. So this month's themes is 50 grams of PLA. With exactly 50 grams or less of PLA, there's going to be 2 categories. Basically, there's going to be like a engineering category where it's like, hey, print a bridge or a tower or like something engineering. Impress me with what you can stretch out of 50 grams of PLA. And then the other category will just be like, print something artsy, like, or print it big, like print the biggest thing you can make out of 50 grams of PLA or something like that. The category, because this is a weight category, you have to like show a slicer image of your slicer, like showing the weight. And then if you do win, if the community wants, you have to send me the G code and I will print it and I will confirm the weight. So, get store credit gift cards. Yeah, the problem is too, worldwide. That's another problem, is worldwide. But as of right now, the prizes are a spool of filament and a hat. That's what we used to do before. Somebody can finally get the hat, or you can just go to the merch store and buy a hat. But I'm reaching out to a couple companies right now to see if we can get something a little bit more regular for these kind of contests. So this contest will seem a little familiar. We did this last time. But the goal is exactly 50 grams. Why 50 grams? Because that's what comes with the sample spool of filament a lot of printers come with. So it's 50 grams total, including support, including waste, including purge, everything. Like, well, okay, purge might be a little over the top. I'm not gonna be that anal about the rules. But essentially, like, here is exactly 50 grams of filament. You know, here is 50 grams of filament. Do something with it and impress me. That is the thing. So essentially, like, cut 50 grams of filament out of a spool, exactly 50 grams, impress me with it. If you need some of it for support, then you need some of it for support, but it does count. Okay. You will use 50 grams and not one bar. Don't make the contest prize too good, it will get all serious. That's also another thing. I like having the fun little, like, I don't want people to get sweaty over these contests, but it's just like a fun little community thing. We make a little content out of it. People get, you know, some fun prizes, and it gives us content to do on a stream. So it's kind of a fun thing. This was the part that I was missing last week, so I printed it. And I did do a quick little peek through to make sure that there weren't any other obvious parts that I was missing, but there is a chance that I forgot to print something, but I think I have everything now. So we should be good. We should be good. So if you're wondering what's going on here, this is a Prusa Mark IV. It's a little melty though. Unfortunately, it's one of the early ones. It's made out of PET G. It got a little droopy. We had some layer shifting. So I figured, hey, I have this whole box of ABS parts. So we're swapping out all the mission critical motion system parts on this printer with ASA or ABS parts, and then we're gonna put it back in the chamber. So that's kind of the plan today. Purge and skirt not counting is fair. It's priming and level check at the end. I mean, it's literally, here's 50 grams of filament, impress me. That's the challenge. Yeah, this was the one that was in the enclosure. This one was in an enclosure. So it did get a little on the droopy side by the end. It was printing good. It's just, I found, for those that don't know, my garage, you know, I have an air conditioner out here now. I don't need it much anymore though, because I don't even know what temperature it is in my garage right now. What temperature is in my garage? It is currently 24 Celsius in the garage. It's a nice 24 Celsius. The stupid hot days of summer are gone. So I'm actually able to enjoy my time out here in the garage. And yeah, winter is coming. And then I'm going to complain about the heat. Then I'm going to be complaining about the heat. No, it's funny, like, I want to get like a Mr. Cool or something for like a proper temperature regulation out here. Are those in all the way, or did I use the wrong screw? Yeah, I know I need to do it. But the thing is, it's like, I got the AC unit. I haven't used the AC unit in like 2 weeks. That's the problem out here. It's like, you only really need heating and cooling out here for maybe like 4 months of the year. Because the rest of the time, it's fine. It's just like those couple... Oh yeah, that's right. That is the wrong one. It's just like that month and a half in the summer when it's stupid hot, and then like 2 or 3 months in the winter when it's a bit chilly. So it's like a lot of work just for a couple days. There we go. The days of swamp, yeah. So what is new and exciting with everyone? What is going on in the world? Summer is over. Well, okay. So technically summer is not over, but last weekend was Labor Day weekend. We have Labor Day in Canada too. I'm pretty sure that's like most Western countries have Labor Day. But anyways, short story long, here school goes back the first Tuesday after Labor Day. So school's back in session. So technically it's like, you know, everyone kind of views Labor Day as the last weekend of summer. I mean, yeah, summer goes to like September 21st or whatever. But it's for all intents and purposes, summer's over. That's kind of how we rock here. So. So this is the fun part. I don't know where all these screws are for. You go there, you go there. Why do I have leftover screws? I'm always concerned when I have leftover screws from rebuilding something. Like, I'm a little concerned. I know you go in here, because you are the screws to make sure I don't overspend that. Okay, so we got that. So I'm trying to remember, because I have extra screws here, but these might have been from something like this. I can't remember. I mean, worst case scenario, I put it together and it don't work. So I'm not too concerned, but that much for the day. Apollo, don't worry about it, man. Do not worry. It'll show up Thursday, which means we have content for the next time we do a a Gundam build stream on Twitch. So hopefully this weekend or the other day. So this is the only kind of downside. These ABS parts are a little on the snug side when it comes to, where did I put my reamers? I had a whole set of reamers and I don't know where I put them. I feel bad because somebody gave me this set of reamers and I keep forgetting where I put them. Did I put them over here? Or actually, shoot. Where did I put them? I mean, I could always just tap it in. It's not a big deal. Just tap it in. Just a little tap, tap. Taparoonie. How's the play of the bearing? Are they kind of preloaded against it? Oh, the bearings are good. The bearings are good. Like, these bearings are good. Just a little tap. I mean, what's the point of having a $150 dead blow hammer if you're not going to use it, right? Right? Am I right? It is working. I'm just going really slow. Yeah, Pulo sent me a package. By the way, that's not tariffs. That's just UPS being UPS. It's one of the reasons I don't like using UPS. They like to charge like a flat, like $25 delivery fee every time. So even if like taxes and duties are only like 15 bucks, they still want like 50 bucks or whatever. So. I should have scaled these parts a bit. Oh well. IMS Fox. One day I will pronounce your name correctly. I apologize. IMS the Fox. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Cheers and appreciate it. Remember, the best way to support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do is to become a channel member or Patreon supporter. Because you get to hang out when we do members only stuff, you get access to special channels on the Discord, you get behind the scenes stuff, and all that fun jazz. Almost there, almost there. There we go. It's kind of nice. So they have this little window in the right here so you can see inside. And then you put a screw through here into a blind hole. So that way when you're putting the rods in, they actually do attach to a hole, or they hit like a solid object instead of like printed plastic. So you actually do get a pretty consistent spacing on it. Also, did I put this on the right way? 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top, right? Yeah, 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top. Also, the hole lets the air out. Whenever you're designing something like this, where you have like a rod go in to a blind hole, you want to have a way for the air to escape. And also, you do want the hole not to be perfectly round. You do want it to have like a little like slot in it to allow a little bit of give and expansion. You don't want it being too tight. Because if it's too tight, you ain't gonna have a good time. UPS overcharging and FedEx is beyond reliable. Yeah, I mean, it's all gone to shit. It's all gone to shit. That's just kind of how it do be, yo. There we go. Okay, so now we should be able to put this back together. So we pre-greased our bearings. So it should just kind of slide it in. I have to lose my balls. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, we haven't lost any balls. We're good. Now, there we go. There we go. And now my hands are all greasy. I've got greasy hands. Now we need... Did I not print the top parts? What do the top parts even look like? What do the top parts even look like? Adam? Are these the top parts? No, these can't be the top parts. What do the top parts even look like? Probably see what's in here. Oh, those are... Okay, where did I put them? They had them. Oh, here they are. Oh, they're bigger than I thought. That would be why. That might be why. Did I print them? I did print them. There's one. There's the other. I did print them. We're good. I have PTO I need to take. Dude, you guys know me from how I when it comes to like my stance on work-life balance, right? I took, when I did the I used to be an insurance broker, and they hated me because at the time I was single, I lived at home, and I didn't really have much going on in my life. So the way I did my PTO, because they're like, you have 2 weeks you have to use. You have to use them. And then you had a bunch of floater days, you could whatever. So during the summer, I just took off like every Friday for like 2 months. They did not like that. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna do 3-day weekends. They're like, you can't do that. I'm like, why? Why? Like, I don't know why these are so snug. But yeah, I just ended up taking off like 3 months. Or not 3 months, like during the summer I would just take off every Friday. It was great. There we go. Just all the time off. There we go. If you're going to be tapping the top of these, put like a 1, 2, 3 block under the motor so you're not driving, putting all the stress on the printed part. So. You didn't calibrate filament shrinkage? Nope. Nope. Yo-ho, lo-ho. Alternate Mondays and Fridays. Ooh. Go. Not gonna lie, this is gold and black. I'm liking it. I'm liking this color. I am liking this color scheme. tops have holes? Yep. Yep, they have little holes so you can make sure they're down all the way. Okay, let's put the motor back on, because that was getting really annoying having this motor flop around everywhere. So hopefully these are the right size. These are not the right size. These are too short. There we go. There we go. Terabyte 32. I only have like 12 or 16 terabytes on my Unraid, and I've been fine. So okay, why don't you want to go in? What's going on? It'll help if I lined it up properly first. There we go. Okay, so we need that to be able to move, because we put that in and then we pull it out. So that is that. That is that. You are a leftover part. So now we can start putting this tool head together. So I think what we're going to do is drop a super critical part and hopefully find it, which we did. So let's rebuild these one thing at a time. Okay, some stuff here I'm not going to need. I'm not going to need these. As nice as these wonderful cover plates are, considering the power supply isn't even attached to the printer anymore, I'm not using these. Same with the duct. Same with that. Because this printer lives in an enclosure, so it's going to be slightly different. So here's the question. Did I print these parts? I think I did. There's one. There's the other. Okay. There's that. There's that. Your NASA 66 terabytes available. That's a lot. I have not that much. I have like 12. And so far it hasn't been an issue, which is good, I guess. Let's just come apart now. So you unscrew there. Probably should have printed this in PCCF or something stiffer. But we will let it roll. So you are this piece. Yep. Okay, so now put this all back together. Video content hoarder. Yeah, I'm not really. I kind of used to be. Like, obviously, I keep all the footage that I use for videos that I make. But in terms of, like, you know, my Plex server and whatnot, it's not that packed. PCCF won't improve your printer stability. It's stiffer than ABS, and this is the latch arm for the extruder, and that's what Prusa uses for the latch arm for their extruders. It's all PCCF now. They've moved a lot of their farm over to that, I'm assuming by now. It makes kind of sense. It makes sense. Okay, so now let's actually pull out the manual and follow along with the actual manual. So I want to make sure I actually put this together properly, because we have multiple shots at it, but I'd rather do it right the first time. So X-carriage and extruder assembly. So let's see, what did I do wrong in my reassembly here? Doesn't it creep a little? Something went wrong. Really? You're gonna pick, out of all days, you're gonna pick the day that I go to rebuild my printer to crap out on me. Okay. So we've already built all this. Okay. So we've done that. So these guys I'm not relubing because I forgot to take them off to relube them. But I'm sure they'll be fine. Okay, so this is where we got to worry about, because we got this. This is the old one. This is the new one. And this is the zoom button. There we go. Get it. And apparently I hit the record button. You shouldn't be recording. You don't have an SD card. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come back. Come back to me. There we go. Okay. So I have to take everything out of this and put it in this. So this is going to be fun. There's a magnet here. Why is there a magnet there? Something went wrong. Prusa! Joe! Control F5. Next, next. Okay. So let's go ahead and take everything out of this and put it in this. It should be a relatively simple operation. As long as I have the right tools. There we go. I don't need a memory card. It's the overhead camera. It doesn't need a memory card. It doesn't record. There we go. There we go. I should have cleaned this part yesterday. It's all grubby. Alright, so that's that. You go in there. Oh, camera froze. I don't know why, what's going on and why all of a sudden I'm having freezing issues with this streaming on this computer. It's like all of a sudden it's like, yeah, we're gonna have issues where it just randomly freezes for a minute. And I don't know why. Not even a minute, like a couple seconds. Don't know what's going on. I wish I knew. It's really annoying, but I legit have no clue. I've tried software updates, tried a bunch of different stuff. Yeah, jokes, Windows aside. The problem is I kind of have to run Windows on this computer. Yeah, there is streaming software and whatnot that works on Linux, and the problem is there's so much, like, when it comes to 3D printing, there's so much software that kind of like only works with Windows. It's like, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole of like having to deal with Linux compatibility while building printers while live streaming. Yeah, it's Windows 11. Okay, so that's that. So now we have some of these guys to put in the bottom. So hopefully I can pop some of these out. Wish they were magnetic. 1, 2. Like I've got half of mine to switch over my main desktop to Linux lately, considering I don't really play like competitive games or anything like that that require like kernel level anti-cheat, although I'm a little worried about Battlefield. I might play Battlefield 6, I don't know. Don't pre-order. Go. So that. Now, can I get these guys out? One. I'm trying to save the square. The reason I'm like finicking so much with these square T-nuts is I have extras, but I don't have a ton of extras, and the only thing that uses them is these Prusas. So it's like, I just don't want to have to spend a ton of time, or like, well, I might as well just replace them. Okay, so now I gotta get this out. Can I get this out? Will that let me push that out? No. So there's a magnet in here. That. It's gonna be a nightmare. That would have been very damaging to me. There we go. Okay, we put the magnet back in there. I can't remember what this magnet is for. Oh, the magnet's for the latch for this, I think. Oh wait, is there supposed to be a magnet in this? There is supposed to be a magnet in this. Oh. Okay. Oh, it's on the inside. The files are in the computer. Okay, so let's put you all black so I know which side to deal with. The files are in the computer. Or actually, no, I don't need to take this out. I need to take the fan off. Problem with Windows 11 killing SSDs at the moment. Well, that's not good. Like, are we talking SATA drives or like real hard drives? Or real hard drives. Are we talking SATA drives or are we talking NVMe drives or both? Go. There we go. Because I have been noticing some walkiness with my main desktop lately as well. There we go. There we go. What to do with the other 24 coals? What? Okay, back to this guy. So what else I gotta steal this guy out. Could have been gross. What could have been gross? Okay, so there's that, there's that. Just looking around to make sure I have everything installed. And oh, no, I have some stuff up here I gotta steal. I'm assuming there's supposed to be a T-nut here, but I don't have one, so I'm gonna have to find one. You come out. You come out. Hoping to get this built back up for the so we have time at the end of stream to do the community challenge while this calibrates. Did chat freeze? Is chat frozen? 1 second. Wait, what's going on here? What is going on? I'm not frozen. Live chat. Oh. Okay, YouTube chat. This is what my chat looks like right now. Let me try refreshing this window. Control F5. Ranch Kid, I know you're not. See, I can look at the stream on my OBS feed and see that, but I think, is YouTube having a moment? Or is my computer having a moment? No, YouTube. I've already had 2 sticks of RAM die on this computer. I don't. Oh my God, YouTube is being YouTube. YouTube. I know you're here. Okay, let me do this. Okay, let me pull you. Okay, let me try this again. Okay, create, go live. Come on. Come on. Come on. Live chat. Okay, chat's back. There we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Shit posting and memes and GIFs. Do I gotta go in there and ban people? Oh God, we are so screwed. We are so screwed. Freaking greedy CEOs using AI to try and pinch every penny out of everything is gonna... We are so screwed. I almost put the T-nuts back in the square nuts in the wrong part. But sir, nothing will work efficiently anymore. Yes, but think of the short-term profits. Oh, the glorious short-term profits. Profit agreed. Okay, I think that is it. I think we have everything taken out of the old one and installed in the new one. I think we're good there. Okay. And by the way, it's kind of cool. You can see like this is E4, but this is R2. So this is like replacement one, but like, I don't know how Prusa does their naming scheme for these. I'll be honest. I'm not 100% sure how Prusa does their naming scheme. Good God, these parts look horrible. I'm sorry, these parts look horrible. Okay, so we have all that. Oh, something went wrong. What is going on here? This happened before. This happened before during a Prusa build where like it just kept, you know, crashing out. And I don't know why. Control F5. ELM bubble. I don't think so, because I think it's really only like become a big thing in the past like 2 years. Okay, this is what is going on here? What is going on here? AI is being subsidized by, yeah, none of the AI companies are actually making. The only one making money right now, here, 1 second. I'm just going to completely shut down Firefox. There, let me shut down Firefox. Let me relaunch it. Maybe that will help. Paste and go. Open that back up. I mean, I have a bad habit of keeping tabs open for way too long. Go live. So let me, no, it's still doing it. This isn't the first time this has happened. This happened like the last time we built a Prusa where the website kept going down. Try the PDF. Does anyone have a link to the PDF? I'll just download it. If you have a link to it, just, can you send me it? Yeah, Jensen Wong. During the gold rush, you make more money being the guy selling the shovels. And right now, NVIDIA is selling a lot of shovels. A lot of shovels. I mean, I remember some of this. I can put the little rubber feetsies back in here. There we go. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that, put those in there. That goes on there. Okay, so caution, make sure you have the parts oriented correctly. Attach the X-carriage. Okay, so that goes in there. And that goes there. Okay. These are M3 tens. Okay, so take this guy. Spin this right round, baby, right round, like some sort of proverbial record player, baby. Right round, round, round. Okay, so I'm assuming I drew the line on it in an orientation. Yeah, so the line is, yeah, okay, so the line is correct. The line is where it should be. So they want you to draw a little line in between the bearings so you know the orientation of the bearing. Because you remember there's the X pattern with the bearing. It's gone through it a bunch, but yeah, there's an X pattern to the bearing. Okay. So I have the bearings facing straight out. Means I should be able to. Actually, I'll do this way so I can actually see what the hell I'm doing. You go in there. You go there. You go there. You go there. Because I gotta be facing down. And then we take this guy. Okay, so the lettering is towards the back, so this goes like this. Right? Yep. Okay, and then you tighten them in a cross pattern. Okay, and then this one. go. How hot is it getting, and do you have swap space for the SD card? What? Oh, RPI. Hasn't had trouble in 5 years. That's surprising. PDF linked in the Discord. Thanks, I'll swap over to it if this crashes one more time. Uninstalling the KB50638. So, no. That's not good. Okay. Oh, hey, look, I've jumped ahead and already installed this. Oh, wait, there's supposed to be another. Am I supposed to have one of these in the back? Oh, it's a little late. Oh, I see. Yeah, 1 second. I gotta take the motor off. I forgot to put something in here because it's for pushing. I forgot. 1 second. Gotta take the motor off. Because there is an M310 that goes in the back here. So this way, if you tighten the nut, it pushes the motor. Yeah, it'll push the motor. There we go. So now I can put this back together. Has everyone here in chat entered for their chance to win some Polymaker filament yet? If you have not entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, right now in chat go, I have not entered to win some Polymaker filament. I do not want free stuff. I shouldn't see that in chat. You all want free stuff. Okay. Oh my God, this looks so good. Okay, now, oh, hey, look, that's already done. That way. Oh yeah, we've already put that on. Put that on, put that on, put that on. Oh hey, we've already done all this. Oh wow, look at all the stuff we've done. Okay. So apparently I shouldn't have installed the gantry. But whatever. Geez, I thought a Voron manual had a lot of pages. Okay, so let's run the belt. This shouldn't be too hard, I don't think. Because I don't think it should be too hard, except for the fact that that doesn't reach through. Okay, so on the bright side, this all should just slot right together because we've played these games before. We've played these games before. Okay. Stock rebuild or Prusa wire? Oh, this is stock. This is stock. Converting something like a Mark III into a Prusa wire, pretty cool idea. And I may end up doing that in the future. But this is a perfectly functional Mark IV that I want to keep as a Mark IV. Because this one lives in an enclosure. And also, I'll be honest, I have no idea if a Prusa wire would actually work in an enclosure. I have no idea if the Prusa wire... I just knocked over a whole bin of support material. Yeah. I have no idea how a Prusa wire would behave in that. I haven't looked into it. So, that's... something to ponder. Okay, to take you out. Should not have put you in that far. There we go. So you can't see it on camera. I'll spin it around in a second. But I am feeding in our belt to the back here into this little slot. Come on, come on, come on, get in your hole. There we go. There we go. So now I can push it out, but we've got it slotted in the back there. So that goes that way, that goes that way. Tighten that. Tighten the screw as well. Should make sure it moves front. Oh yeah. That is some free movement. It says I should eat gummies, but unfortunately I am lacking gummies. So Zed, skip all of this. Oh wait, no, because we have electronics. Okay, so I guess we are feeding electronics into it. There we go, okay. So this guy will go in. That goes through there. Try to get this stupid little piece to go in. Go in your hole. Okay, this stupid piece of nylon don't want to go in a hole. There we go. Okay. Who was that? Ballant V gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. Thank you very much. Best way to support the channel, content I create, and the things I do are gifting memberships, because then that way other people get to hang out when we do cool members stuff. So. Okay. Go on a slot, and then this has to come up. This is a bit annoying. Oh, I love working with wires that if I break them, I can ruin an entire wire loom. And everything's all twisted too. Oh my God, I love working with twisted wires. Oh my God, this is so much fun. Put a 1 in chat if you love shoving wires into slots and hoping you don't break them. Yeah, man. Come on. Come on. No, there's one here that's not letting me. can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Hey, I spin it around. I can see what I'm doing. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. Hey, come on. Doo, doo, doo. There we go. Okay. By the way, the trick for these is you want to twist these. You don't want like the seam being in a straight line. Once you get them like on, you want to give them a twist. Because that way it's less likely for it to like open up on you mid print or whatever. Okay. Connection extruder part. Okay, so we have a long one with a hole in it. This one has a hole in it. There we go. Do not pinch the wire. Okay, we're good. We didn't pinch any wires. That would be bad. Okay, so we got the little back plate here. Which is this guy. Put a little bit of our anti-vibration rubber there. And then we put the buddy board on? Where did we put the buddy board on? Oh, right there. Okay, well, guess we put the buddy board on. There we go. So that just kind of goes there with an M3. What holds it on? Where's the buddy board mount? M3-6. Just this little guy. There we go. So you there we go. Did you notice watching Spike? Did you notice watching Spike on your Gundam playlist? No. Oh, one solid cube. Just so you know, like you can't. One person watching a video like repeatedly doesn't count. You need multiple viewers. YouTube knows if somebody's trying to just watch it on repeat. It doesn't work that way. It'll count as one view, and I think it does count towards watch time, but in terms of like total viewers, like one person watching a video on repeat leaving it like on a tab open doesn't count. It doesn't work that way. It's like you just need to watch it once. All right. Oh, sorry, it's not a buddy board, it's a love board. It's the love board. The love board. So we've done that, we've done that, we've done that. Don't pinch wires. We totally did not pinch any wires. All our wires are perfectly unpinched and beautiful. Okay. There we have this little cover plate. We put that on and then we attach it with M318s and an M310. Okay, so I don't like how tight that is on these wires. Oh, that's pinching these wires. Okay. Okay. We got an M318 here. M318 here. And an M310 here. There we go. Come to the Mark IV. It was a little melty. This is an original production Mark IV, so it's got PETG parts, and we're swapping them out with ABS parts because it got a little toasty over the summer and stuff got a little droopy and melty. So unfortunately, I much prefer following these instructions than the PDF. Okay, so that is that, that is that. So we got that on. We got all the sleeving on. Okay, we put that sleeving on. Where's the cover plate? Here it is. Beautiful. All the glorious cover plate. Now I need zip ties. Oh look, an entire baggie of zip ties. Perfect. What would be an even better filament? I don't know. Depends. I mean, define better. I mean, you could build your car out of titanium. That would be better, but is it needed? Figure if ABS is good enough for all my Vorons, it'd be fine for a Prusa. Plus it's gold. I mean, you could always go, you know, hit up the Polymaker link in the video description, throw some money down and get some of that, you know, GF8 or whatever, the fancy ABS or ASA they got right now that's like 8% carbon fiber or whatever that people seem to like. You get some PPS, get a little you can use a bunch of stuff. Do you need to use it? That's the question. And I think that's what throws people off. Actually, that might not work. Yeah, I gotta fix these. I put these on the wrong way. I think that's what throws people off, is people think it's like a hierarchy thing, where it's like, you need to go with the best and the best and the best and whatever, and like you really don't. Most of the time, you don't. You need whatever will take the forces of whatever it is you're doing, and then once you're good, you're good. I think I did this the wrong way. Yeah, I did this one the wrong way too. I gotta go the other way. There we go. There we go. You have to have these zip ties installed the right way, because if you have them installed backwards, they'll still work. The thing is, it'll hit this part of the frame when you come up and down. So, ABSA. Good ABS and good ASA are within margin of error different for about 99% of use cases. If you build a 3D printer and you use good quality ABS parts for your 3D printed part, and you build the exact same 3D printer and use good quality ASA for your 3D printed parts, you will never be able to tell the difference between the two, and functionally there probably is zero difference. We're talking within margin of error. So companies like to sell ASA as this like, ooh, it's a big upgrade over ABS. ASA is ABS that doesn't react to UV light. That's basically it. And I don't have enough UV light in here to even make that a thing that matters. Yeah. The problem is a lot of people think ABS is kind of crappy because there's a lot of shitty ABS out there. So the problem is this is a blend. So this is Polylite ABS from Polymaker. Good filament, but it's an ABS blend. So it's kind of like an ABS plus, which means you don't even get the full properties of ABS. But it's gold. But guess what? It's also not seeing any sort of use case where it's at the limits of ABS plus. So TLDR, we're building, you know, really shitty, cheap CNC machines that's fludge molten plastic. You don't need to go that crazy about optimizing your filament selection. If it works, it works. I mean, hell, this printer works just fine with PETG parts. It's just a little melty. So, hey, look, it's a bunch of stuff we don't got to worry about because we're not rebuilding the wiring harness. Okay, so we are on to our next extruder. So a lot of this is already pre-assembled, hopefully, I think. So we are going to have to rebuild some of this. So we already have this mounted. I think these guys are already installed. Where is this guy at anyways? Where's this sensor at? I think, is this sensor in the toolhead? Oh yeah, yeah, this is already installed. Yeah, because all this is installed. So I'm not going to be rebuilding this. So this is all put together. We have, this guy is all put together. It's already pre-installed and everything. Oh, hey, look. It's this guy. So that's good there. So now we need to build this. So let's build our extruder with our fancy new parts. So fancy. So fancy. Overhead. Okay. So take you off. So we have new one. I love gold. So here's, oop, nope. So here's the thing. I could replace this front piece here with a new one, because I have a new one, but I don't want to, because this has the text on it, and this doesn't. So we're gonna leave this piece on, which means I should be able to just put this on. Because I have our little alignment tool here, but if I don't take this out, I shouldn't have to realign it. Yeah, so as long as I don't take this apart, Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. I mean, I'll splooge a little lubby-dubby grease in there just to... Got some grease on my feed gear. You do not want grease on the feed gear. Uh-oh, washer. Don't want to lose this washer. I need this washer. I got grease on my feed gear. Actually, I'm going to take this feed gear out. No, okay. Well, looks like we are rebuilding it. All right, I'm going to clean this. Polycarbonate is more heat. Yeah, but if you're not getting to the temperatures where ABS starts to fail, what is having more give you? Yeah, these are pinned together, so that ain't going anywhere. I gotta clean this. This gear is, there's some filament stuck in here. Anyone got a spare toothbrush? Who's got a spare toothbrush? Anyone got a spare toothbrush? Oh, look, I do. There we go. There we go. There we go. Clean as much as I can get. There we go. Good enough. Okay. So now, let's go back to the manual. And while I wait for that, I have a little drink and I'm thirsty. What is biblioteca? Repository of great knowledge. Okay, so it looks like we're actually doing this first. So we'll follow the manual. We'll go through the manual and do what the manual says. Okay, so we have that. Oh, look, gears. Make sure the spacer is installed. The hold. If I can get it. The spacer. It is installed. There we go. And then we have... Actually, I gotta take this apart because I gotta rebuild this part. Do I have a little... I printed these little parts, right? Yep, I did. Take this off. Yeah, it's a better ABS Plus than Sunlu ABS, than a few other brands of ABS Plus, but it's still ABS Plus. Like, I'll be honest, I much prefer regular, pure ABS and ASA to the blends. That's kind of my thing. I'm not a huge fan of the blends. They work. It just, I much prefer the OG, if that makes sense. right, so that goes like that. Goes like that. And we install this guy, the slot down there. Right. Yep. Right. Okay, then we take the gear, put that like that. Then we wiggle it onto the brass plate. So 1 second here, put you under here. Man, this, gotta clean this. This is disgusting. There we go. It's my day been. It's been good. Got a little guy at school, rebuilding a printer, and then we're gonna do a giveaway. Always good day. Okay, so now we install that through that. Okay. And that makes sure that that moves good and evenly. And that goes onto this guy. Make sure that all nice and moves. And then you spin it. And then you remove it. Voila. Like that. I'm just gonna put some grease. A few spots. Little bit of grease, never hurt anyone. Then we slide this guy in. Where is my... Then we put this little guy in. Do I have a little bit for this? Maybe? Okay. And then it's like, oh, grease it up. So we got to grease it up. Got the cover plate, and then we put the cover plate back on. You're not over tighten the screws. Okay. I can do that. You can tell I got a little melty because this cover plate is a little on the melty side. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, so get one started in there. $83 likes. You know, we're giving away a full spool of Polymaker filament at the end of stream. And many of you have gone and entered for that contest, but while scrolling down past to get to the entry form, you forego liking the smash button. Now, I'm not one to believe in karma. I believe the universe is a lot more simpler than that. But foregoing liking the smash button, I'm not saying it's going to affect your chances of winning, but you are now aware of it. Is it really worth the risk that you're taking? I don't know. So these are kind of loose because we have to recalibrate the extruder. So they're a little on the loosey-goosey side. Don't need you anymore. Don't need you anymore. Okay. Now we got to build this guy, which is just rebuilding this guy. So. That's a Torx bit. Save me, lctstore.com screwdriver. You're my only hope. There we go. That's too big. Yeah. TR10. What might be my thoughts on what? Saw a video on the weekend that Centauri Carbon is running Clipper through, they claim. I haven't looked into it. I was told by one of their reps when I was, where was it, at Shanghai, I think it was? I don't know, one of the trade shows. I was told by one of their reps that they are not running Clipper and that they have their own firmware that they developed from scratch. And at the time, I didn't see anything that could lead me to believe anything else. Because here's the thing, like, unless there's like solid proof, like, it is what it is. But if somebody has actual solid proof that they are running Clipper and they're violating the license and everything, that is no good, and they shouldn't be doing that. So the video that you saw, does it actually show proof, or is it like making a bunch of assumptions? So I'll be honest, I haven't looked into it. I haven't looked into it at all. I don't even know what video it is. I haven't looked for the video or anything. Like, I don't have a Centauri Carbon. I don't know if I've ever worked with Elegoo other than their, like, the only Elegoo printers I've ever used are their resin machines, so. So it's kind of like, I mean, if they are violating the Clipper license and everything, then yeah, we need to call them out for that. But like, do we have actual solid proof of that? Or is it kind of like, kind of, maybe, sort of? Like, you need solid proof. Okay. Reverse engineering using very old Clipper. I mean, like, I'm not going to go through and watch like the video today or something, or we're kind of busy on stream, but maybe on the Friday stream we'll take a look or something. We'll do a print and chill and deep dive kind of thing, maybe. That goes like that. Oh, that's facing upwards. Yeah, that's okay. There we go. There we go. That is our extruder built. I really like this. I wish you could buy the next extruder by itself. Like, it's not good, but anyone cares. Here's the thing. In the grand scheme of things, Clipper's an open source community project. It's not like there's money being made with Clipper, right? Like, yeah, there's a Patreon. I believe there's a Patreon. Actually, there is a Patreon. I'm a member of it. If you're not subscribed to, if you're using a printer with Clipper, you should all go to the Clipper Patreon page and throw in at least $2 a month. It costs you nothing and it helps support Clipper. But the thing is, it's like, it's not like Clipper is a company, right? It's, you know, a bunch of people, you know, giving their free time helping to develop software for 3D printers. So it's not like Clipper is going to take them to court. The vast majority of people, I've said this before and I say this again, you know, as much as we harp on open source and as much as, you know, we call out companies when they do bullshit, at the end of the day, it don't flipping matter because the vast majority of people do not give a shit. Hell, most people don't even, like, you know, us here in the know, we know, you know, Bamboo has had their share of controversies, Prusa has had their share of controversies, Creality's had their share of controversies. There's all these controversies and, you know, drama and whatnot in 3D printing. Guess what? The vast majority of people don't even know this shit even goes on. They have no idea about the whole, oh, Bamboo Lab locking down their ecosystem and, you know, potentially, you know, stealing ideas from other companies and all this shit that's going on with drama and whatnot. You know what they do? They walk into a micro center and they go, that thing made the plastic boat that I like. That I saw some guy who was showing off on a TikTok. I'm gonna buy that printer. That's how it works. The vast majority of people do not even know. So if most people don't even know what's going on, does it really matter? And you know, this is why, as sad as it is, our biggest thing that we can do when shit like this goes on is literally just bitch, moan, and complain on social media. Because that's like the only thing we can do. Which, it sucks, but it is what it is. So, okay, so we got a little thermistor there, we got that there. We can install these guys, which I've already done. Go there, and now we can install this on this with M310s. So wire down, okay. Sweet. Oh, look, look. The printer's working, guys. Look. Wiki, 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 wiki. Beep, 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 beep. I'm sending out Morse code. Burp, 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 burp. It's got back EMF protection. It's good. At least I hope it's good. Should be good. I've never actually fried a printer messing around with electronics like that. And considering it's never happened to me once, I can't remember who it was. Was it Proper Printing? Somebody did a video where they just sat there moving a tool head around for an obscene amount of time. And guess what? It caused 0 damage to the printer. So. It's free energy. Yep. Plug this into my house. Never pay a power bill again. There we go. Okay. Someone did one in the... I thought DOI is still better than anything you buy is why people... I mean, I'll be honest, like, it's funny watching like certain people like try and go gotcha, like do gotchas. It's like, well, this printer is better than a Voron. I'm like, my brother in Christ, a Voron 2.4 is a 4-year-old design. Yeah, there's been some updates to it, but it's a 4-year-old design. Or actually, it's older than that. It came out in early 2020. So it's a Voron V2, the V2.4 is a 5-year-old 3D printer design. It's 5 years old now. yes, it's on like revision 3, and there's been all kinds of updates and side projects added to it, tap and, you know, beacon and all the other, you know, there's been updates to it. But a Voron V2.4 is a 5-year-old printer. I would hope a modern printer that just released today at least could compete with it. It's like when you go on like the Bamboo subreddit and you get people that post like how impressed they are. It's like, hey, my $1,000 Bamboo or my multi-$1,000 H2D prints so much better than my Ender 3 that I bought for $99 at Micro Center 6 years ago. And everyone's like, yay! And I'm just like, you're surprised? I mean, if you want easy karma though. Okay, so this guy. So if you're looking to farm karma, just post a picture of your Bamboo printing a normal print and just be like, wow, it's so much better than insert ancient dinosaur of a printer here. There we go. Okay, so thermistor is plugged in. Fans time. So I did look and I couldn't find a new fan, so I'm gonna ISO won't kill a fan, right? ISO won't kill a fan. Yeah, I know you could get all the parts for the Extruder on the store. Work well with Prusa. Yeah, I know, that's kind of the downside. Like the Extruder works really good because it's got, you know, one of the advantages of the Prusa firmware is it's real time. So like you're able to read the readout of like the pressure sensor, the load cell in the toolhead as it's printing. With Clipper, with the whole way Clipper works with batch commands and everything, you don't really get that real-time feedback. So there's advantages and disadvantages to doing it both ways. There we go. Trying to clean off all this dust. Nummy dust. My phone going off, 1 second. Oh, no, according to YouTube, I'm live right now. Thank you, YouTube. I did not know. Okay, so this goes on like that. So the fan comes out that way, and then we have 2 wires. I get this actually back together today. I got a feeling we're gonna plug in the new the new heater, or the Hotend, and it's not going to work because I think this is the DOA one that I have. So I'm pretty sure this is a dead one. So what I'm going to do is steal the good electronics from this. If I can get the set screws out of that. So yeah, I gotta get that out. Also, I think I have, let me actually check. Let me see what I have for extra nozzles. Because I have some stuff here from Fadus. Fadus sent me some goodies a little while back. I haven't actually looked at most of them. Fadus sick nozzle. Yeah, we'll put one of these in. There we go. SiC. What is an SiC? That's a silicon carbide, right? Yeah, silicon carbide nozzle. What else did they send me? Apus. Conch. And another Apus. Okay. Oh, these are green, so those are for Creality. Yeah, so we're going to put one of these guys in here. This is a Fadus silicon carbide Prusa nozzle. So we're going to put that in here. Because why not? Might as well. Yeah, for those that don't know, Clipper does batch commands. So the MCU, the main brain of it, will basically do its thinking, right? Make up a batch of commands, and then it'll send that batch of commands to the toolhead, or through to the MCU that it needs to do the work. So there is like some problems with doing, there are advantages of doing it that way. Oh God, this is gonna be a nightmare to get out. Okay, first let's figure out which one's the right one. What is that? Thomas gifted 10 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated, Thomas. Thank you. I think it's a thermistor. I think it's a bad thermistor. But I'm just gonna replace both. It's like if I know both work. Look at the little heater. Look at the little stubby heater. Look at that little stubby heater. I might have to melt this. Okay, let's see. I need some sort of vise. Actually, it's a pliers. There we go. I am not getting these out. Those are not coming out. What is the easiest way to get those out? What would be the easiest way to unscrew those? What would be the easiest way to unscrew those? Actually, that might work. That might work. That ain't ever coming out. Those ain't ever coming out. Do I have a heat gun? Where's my heat gun? Heat gun. I don't know where I put my heat gun. Heat gun. Oh, it's over here. Now, here's the question. Would it be better to heat up the block or heat up the heat up the bit? Okay, let's smooth that out, right? Oh, it's got a blob of death. So it had a blob of death. So the set screws are filled with completely like charred, carbonated plastic. So I'm trying to okay, that's loose. Do I have holes in the bottom to pull out? No? That's just a blind. Okay, we got that out. I think the thermistor is good, but, or I think I don't know if it's the heater or the thermistor that's bad. All is because I don't know which one's bad. Okay, you know what? We're gonna roll the dice. We're gonna roll the dice and assume that the heater is good. I'm gonna roll the dice and assume the heater is good. Okay. I'm gonna roll the dice and assume it's the heater that's good and it's the thermistor that's bad. Or actually, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. Will that fit through there? No. You'll fit in there. Okay. I just don't trust it. It's either the thermistor or the heater that's dead, and I really don't know which it is. For those wondering, I could just put this heater back in, but it's like completely like caked, and like I've had like several clouds of death, and it's just, I have a spare a spare brand new heater cartridge and nozzle and everything, but I don't know what is actually dead on this. Wow, that's really caked in there. I don't think I have an extra heater down. I can check. I can go check downstairs. Give me a minute. I'm gonna check downstairs and see if I have a spare. While I'm gone, I'm just gonna keep yapping. I might have a spare downstairs. Let me check. Let me check. Because I think it died after I moved it down here. Do I have an extra? I got extra hot ends. Tons of extra hot ends. Extra hot ends. That's that. Hello, giant Gundam. Yeah, no, I don't have an extra heater. Shnikes. Okay. So we're gonna roll the dice and assume the heater is good. So I don't really have any other option. I can't remember if it's, there's a way of checking. How do you check if a heater is good? How do you check if a heater is good with the multimeter? Is it resistance you measure, or what is it? Because you want to check continuity, right? So you check continuity first. Make sure we're good there. So it should go beep. Okay. So we check continuity first. Really annoying to do this. Okay, so we got continuity there. Continuity there. Resistance. 15.8 on resistance. $15.1. So yeah, I think we're close. It should be good. It should be good. So this should be a good one. Okay, so we'll put this in. And then we'll put the known good thermistor in. And we'll move on with our lives. And if it works, it works. If it don't, well, I know where I can get a spare. So hopefully it works. Go. That'll do. That'll do. Okay. So we put the fan on. The fan plugs into there and it goes up there. So this goes under here. Plugs into the bottom one. Take all these fun little wires and we stuff them in the slot. Okay, come on, get in your slot. Come on, get in your hole. What is going on here? There we go. Get in your hole. There we go. Okay. That goes in there. Oh, hey, it's this thing. Put that in. So I don't have any extra socks. That's the part that really annoys me about this, is I don't have any extra socks for these Hotends. So I'm gonna get some. Oh, shoot. Wrong camera. Why'd you guys tell me I was on the wrong camera? Yeah, they didn't ship socks with the early Mark IVs. I know, it's kind of dumb, but they didn't come with socks. It was kind of a bit annoying, I'll be honest. Okay, so this guy plugs in up top here. This guy, the Mr. plugs in here. There we go. Okay. Get in there. Get in there. Oh, hey, look, it's all this we've pre-assembled. That goes there, and then it's an M330. It comes down from the top. There we go. What time are we at? We got 1 o'clock. So the advantage of the little guy being back in school now is we are back on our summer schedule for streams. which means, or back off the summer schedule from streams. So that means we got back our full stream length, so I don't have to end the streams early anymore. We can go right till 2 o'clock. So we got that going for us, which is nice. Okay, so install that up top. And then on this side, we got the thermistor wire and that wire. So the multicolored wire goes up top. This wire goes there. And then the fan plugs in there. Extruder, print fan, Hotend fan, mini filament sensor. There we go. And then the latches, which is good. And then we have these wonderful cover plates. It's held on with an M310. So we got this guy and this guy. So here's the fun part. I have this. I have 2 screws left, and one of them is this. Oh wait, is this an M325? Yes, okay. This screw was a screw up because I didn't know where I put it at first, and so I grabbed one from stock. So this is the very last screw I have. And I think it goes exactly here. So we are quite good at putting it all back together and not having any leftover parts. So I will take it. Then just drop it. Oh. There we go. Voila. We are back together. So now I just got to tension our belt. Okay. Tighten these. And I think we're done. I think we are officially. Oh, this looks so nice. So we got a screen and power, which is still over there. But there we go. Heck yeah. Say hello to our OG Gold. What are we gonna print? I don't know. We gotta go through the whole calibration routine again. So, do you wanna know what sucks? I can't use this app for belt tuning because my phone has built-in noise canceling. It's a Pixel. So, mine and my wife's phone and pretty much all the other phones in my house are Pixels right now. So, yeah. So now we can put it back together. Put it back in its box, turn it on, do some calibrations. Calibrations? What for? Toolhead on an angle? I don't know, maybe. I mean, you're not looking at it straight on. Oh, it's square. I mean, we might be racked a bit. We might have to de-rack it a bit. But should be good. Gonna be a bit annoying that the power supply is I gotta put it back in its box, unfortunately, because this is an enclosed one. There we go. There. Put a little bit of some good stuff. Vision miner. I put this shit on everything. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and put it. Yeah, actually, it probably is a little skewed. There we go. Okay, so now I can put it back in its box. What do we got here? What is this? PET7F. Oh, PET7 CF17. Is this polymaker? It might be polymaker, made in China, so it's not Prusa. Okay. You can tell I was using it for storage. Not easy to get Vision Miner in Europe. Are there any resellers? I'm sure there's got to be resellers of it. I probably should take this chance to vacuum. Yeah, give me a second. Let me clean out this repository of crap. Give me a second here to clean this out quickly. Is it Fibron? Oh, it might be Fibron. I need to order some of that carbon fiber ASA they just came out with. I'm pretty sure I sucked up some important stuff, but I don't know what. We're gonna have to take a look. I sucked up something important. I don't know what. It made a loud chunk noise. Hopefully it's a sock. Maybe there is a sock in there. Okay, we'll put you back in here. Okay, so you're the power. I remember how this went. Yeah, so you go there. You're gonna want to come under here. And you are power extensions. Yeah. Ow, this is heavy. I'm pinching my fingies. Ow. Ow. There we go. Okay. All right, so.
Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Okay, you clip on here. Oh wait, the screen. Does this come off easily? It does. The screen comes off easily. That's nice. That is actually nice. They have these nice little knobs for taking the screen off when you have to faff about and do all this bullshit. Okay. I'm assuming you go on this way. Okay. I know there's probably a reason for it, but I don't know what it is. The stupid screen connector is the most annoying part of a Prusa printer to put together at times. It's just a screen connector. But like, sometimes it is literally the most annoying part of a Prusa build is the stupid screen connector. And I think there's some in chat that know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so you're that, and now you come back here, get plugged into this. Which way's up? Oh, there we go. Oh, hey, the screen works. Okay, we're good. Original Prusa. Booting up. Okay, so now, settings. I should probably go and do the system. Factory reset? No. Reset settings and calibrations. Yes. Yes. Erasing configuration. Okay. Oh no, I need my little clip. There's my clip. My spare filament clip. There we go. You go there, and you go there. Erasing configuration. This will take some time. You don't have a USB stick. I need to give you a USB stick. Steal the one from Dongle. There you go. Okay. Reset complete. The system will now reboot. Okay. This is gonna be fun. Let me see if I can get a camera angle. I don't know if I can get a camera angle for this. I mean, I can move this here. Actually, that's as far as I can go because the USB cable is, or the HDMI on this isn't that long. Okay, mobile. Pivot up. And then enhance. There, you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Anglais. Hi, this is your original Prusa printer. Would you like to go through the process? Yes. Printer type, it is a Mk4, 0.4 millimeter nozzle. It does not have the sock. The Extruder. Is stock. Got a 0.4 millimeter nozzle. I really wish I had a sock. Done. Okay, scan network. So, scanning network. Ooh, okay. Wife. I love how this uses T9. I did that. Scanning for network. Yeah. Okay. There we go, connecting. You guys having fun? I'm having fun. Successfully connected, sweet. Add a printer to Prusa Connect. Registering the printer to Prusa Connect. Let me pull up my app. Because we're going, because I rebuilt it, I got to do the whole calibration thing again. So I just factory reset it, and I'm just letting that do its thing. According to this, OG Joe is idle. According to this, OG Joe is idle. Where's add a printer? Printing, printer. Oh, it's okay, offline. Add a Mk4. What are we gonna call this printer? We're gonna call it, what is Farshar? I have no idea what Farshar is. Well, it was called OG Joe because it was my original, but now it's gold. We're gonna call it Gould. Because I've been watching Stargate and it's gold. Gold. There we go. How do you spell gold? I think it's G-O-O-U-L-D. Gold. Oh, G-O-A-U-L-D. G-O-A. U-L-D. Gold. There we go. Add. Okay. Wait, did I how does this printer? Oh. Remove. Yes, remove. Add a printer. Like where is the scan button? Okay, no, I want to scan. Where's the scan button? Where is the scan setup printer car code using the Prusa app? Where is the stupid scan button in here? Oh, add. Add, it's connected. It's a Mk4. Scan the QR code, printer name, go. There we go. And it is in the garage. Finish. Printer successfully added. Okay, registration complete. Sweet, we're good there. Okay, so now, leave. Run self-test and calibration for your container. Make sure the print sheet is installed in the print bed. Yes. So it's checking the fan. Hey, the fan's going. Both fans are going. So I didn't break the fans. That's good. Okay. It's doing an RPM test. Fancy. That's one thing I will say I've never had happen with any of my Prusa printers. I've never had the fans break on me. On my Prusa printers. I've never had the fans fail on me. And now it's doing an XY calibration dingamabobber. I love the color of it. I love the color of it. Okay, X is good, now do Y. I love the color of it. Fashar Faza, his gold member's dad. Oh, I'm not that up to date with James Bond lore, unfortunately. Okay. So that was X and Y. Now it's doing the Z, so it's going to do up all the way and go crash. Okay, we're good there. Moving up. Okay, you will need help with this. Don't worry, it's going to be cold. Continue. Tap the nozzle on the beep. Load cell test passed. I'm helping. I love its little Z positive China. Okay. Ooh, it's doing stuff now. Oh. Okay. Oh, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. So now we are doing heater testing. So the heater is heating up. So I think we're good on the heater. So I think it was a bad thermistor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a bad thermistor that conked us with that, or a bad heater cartridge. I think it was a bad heater cartridge, actually, because something was bad. The original heater, the heater that I have in there, the heater block that I have in there, is replacing this one. This one is Garbo because it's, well, focus. Oh, maybe if I wasn't zoomed in 20 feet. There, look at this, look at this, focus. Focus, spot focus. You know what, push my hand, there we go. Yeah, see how gunky this heater was? So yeah, I'm like, we're gonna put a new one in. So the thing is, the only other heater I had was, it was just floating around. It was all fully assembled, but I'm pretty sure it was the one that came with my XL that was DOA, or died very soon after arriving. And they just sent me a replacement. So I just swapped the whole heater cartridge, right? I just swapped the whole heater or something. But I think I didn't throw out the bad one. I just put it aside. But I don't know for sure because they sent me two. And I don't know where the other one is. So I don't know if I threw out the bad one, put the new good one in, and then kept the other new good one, or I misplaced it and I kept the bad one. I don't know. So I'm like, okay, we'll swap out. We'll use the new block. We'll put a new nozzle in, which we just did. We got a silicon carbide nozzle in there so it can print abrasives and whatnot. And, gearbox alignment. The gearbox calibration is only necessary for user assembled or service. And all continue. Before we proceed, make sure filament is unloaded. Continue. Okay, rotate each screw on the thing clockwise by 1.5. Okay, we got to do this. So anyways, long story short, I use the new block, I use the old thermistor, a new heater, and a new nozzle, and it's working, so we're good. Okay, so we gotta undo these, make sure everything's loosey-goosey. Okay. Oh, I have to have this open. Please wait 20 seconds. Okay, I can't see what's going on. I'm assuming it's spinning. Can't see what's going on. I can't see what's going on. Do this. Are you moving? I can't see. Tighten the M3 screws in the correct order. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Continue. Close the idler door and secure it with the swivel. Calibration is done. We need to start without the filament in the extruder. Make sure there is no filament in the extruder. Continue. Is filament in the filament sensor? No. Insert filament. Okay, so what are we gonna print, guys? I need something to print. Buddy 3D green gold glitter. Sure, why not? Or actually, should we print gold on? No, that's ABS. I mean, I could print ABS on here. There we go. Okay, which one is loaded? This one's loaded? Okay. Calibrating. Filament sensor calibrated. Okay. Happy printing. Okay, so we're going to load this. Okay, what are we going to print? What are we going to print? I got some shiny green filament loaded. We got to print something. We got to print something. Printables. Okay, so plater. So this is a Prusa Mk4 regular. Discard all that. This is loaded with Buddy 3D PLA. Okay. Now I need to find something to print. Printables, printables. Let's go to printables. Oh, you are PLA. Vacuum over here. I gotta go through it, figure out what I accidentally vacuumed up. That made a thunk. That would have been bad. Okay, 3D models. What is currently trending? Page holder. Ooh, drill guides. Actually, that would be kind of useful. Wait a minute. I just want something simple. What has been popular? It's benchies. Yeah, well, let's do the snake. Let's do a snake. Let's do a snake. Download. Oh, it's multiple different prints. No. Only doing one print. I need one quick print. Kitty cat, kitty cat. Cat. Download. This is a little cat. Let's do 150%. There we go. Slate. Who designed something with that much support needed? Bad design. Bad design. Goodbye, kitty cat. That's a bad design. Why do I need support? Design it so I don't need support. Flexi jumpy spider. You know what, let's just do a fidget cube. Put this one down. Good old fidget cube. That'll tell us if it's calibrated. There we go. Slice. Yeah, what was that cattail? Designed to not need that. Okay. Send to connect. Go ahead. Oh wait, I gotta tell it it's ready. Yep, filament is correct. Okay. So the printer is good. Send to connect. There we go. Look at this wonderful angle you guys are gonna get of it printing, because I accidentally hit spot focus. 1 second, turn off spot focus. There we go. This is the best camera angle I can give you for it printing, unfortunately. Yeah, I know there's new firmware. I mean, actually I should have these doors open. Dr. Dave's workshop. There we go. Here. There we go. Just double checking everything here. What's it doing? Oh, that's the bed. I might have the bed tension a little too high. So let's take a look at this. So Lee Smith Workshop gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. Elegoo firmware controversy. So a VTuber is telling us about it, so we know it's right. What is Uncle Jesse saying? Like, Uncle Jesse works with Elegoo a lot. So it'll be interesting. Much creative matters earlier regarding the issue of open source and priority ways. We have synchronized your needs to the R&D team as soon as possible. The R&D is carefully evaluating, conducting technical analysis. Take that. So this is what I like to call in the industry. It's a very scientific term. It goes back to the days of Pythagoras. It's called bullshit. This is what happens when you have different groups within a company not communicating. Because what happening was marketing went and project managers went, we need a printer that can do this, make it do this. And then R&D's like, okay. And then they just kind of, you know, Control C, Control V and vibe code shit, because that's how we work nowadays. You do a little bit of vibe coding. You let the chat jippity do it, and it spits out a functional firmware, and you go, oh, okay, cool. Well, guess what? That guy on the floor over there, he borrowed that section of the code from Clipper, and that guy over there, well, and chat jippity, well, it's just pulling from the fucking cloud, so who freaking knows? And then marketing goes, oh yeah, they told us it's our own firmware. I've never touched a computer. I don't know what I've never programmed anything in my life. So yeah, the guys in the lab told us it was our own firmware. Yeah, this is, you don't do this. You don't at present carefully evaluate. You go, you walk in, you pull a team meeting, and you go, hey, everyone, come here, everyone sit down. Okay, did you all use fucking Clipper code? You did? Okay, everything now, open source, release the code. Simple as that. If you use Clipper code in your firmware, you need to open source that shit. That's how it works. Okay, now if you went and compartmentalized stuff, you may only have to like release certain parts of the code. Like I'm sure there's like, you can get into a little bit more nuanced aspect, but this whole, this is called bullshit. You fucked up. If you use Clipper as the basis of your firmware, you need to release your source. And guess what? Elegoo, as much as I've heard good things about the Centauri Carbon, there is nothing in that machine worth keeping under lock and key. I mean, you know what? Elegoo has the Epstein files in there. That's why they can't release it. Trump will kill him. They'll unalive him. They'll unalive all of Elegoo if Trump finds out the Epstein files are hidden in there. Hey, look, the first layer is perfect. Yeah. That's such a gummy hot end. Yeah, that ain't good. If Elegoo is indeed violating the license, that is not good. So yeah, because if you base your firmware off of something like, you just have to release it. It's not that hard. You just release it. The problem is, if the way it works over there, from my understanding, what I've been told, a lot of it comes down to, you get government grants and government incentives, and you know, okay, it's government, but it's other companies, but whatever, it is what it is over there. The more you IP and create and trademark, the more incentivized you are to do it. You get more incentives if you trademark more stuff, if you patent more stuff, you get better kickbacks and incentive. So it's crappy, but you basically, everyone is incentivized to basically just grab everything they can get their hands on and claim they created. Okay, that's why, you know, Voron and all the Voron printers are trademarked over there, because one company just said, well, if I'm not going to grab it, someone else is going to grab it, so I might as well be the one to grab it. It is what it is. Were there any Pet G parts warped? A lot of the screws were no longer tight. In terms of like parts like outright failing and warping, none. But I was having belt tension was getting a little wonky, and the belt tensioning part under the bed may have gone, because I was at the end of, like, I kept tightening it, and I kept tightening it, and I kept tightening it, and then it kept getting looser. So it is what it is. So what can we do to remedy the situation with Elegoo? Bitch, moan, and complain. That's like the only thing we can kind of do when it comes to this sort of thing, is literally just bitch, moan, and complain. Unfortunately, that's like the only kind of thing we have as an open source community. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a lawyer. Okay. So. Okay, so. So they say it's not Clipper. Okay, but what kind of, like, do we have proof? Like, show me some proof. Like, okay, I like your little VTuber avatar. Okay, it's like all homely and stuff. It's got the little, you know, nun thing. But like, where you're just talking. Like, like, obviously I'm skipping through it, so they might actually be talking about it. But like, what is the actual proof that they have? Oh, here we go. Project source Clipper generic. Yep. Okay, so there is some Clipper code in there. Yeah, Clippy disconnects. That's not good.
Clipper, but specifically Clipper 0.9.1, an ancient version of the software from 2020, almost a full 5 years before the print.
Yeah, it's 5 years old. Jeez.
Closed source.
This is why I don't do printer reviews. This is why I'm on the shit list with Bamboo, because I hate this shit. and I bitch and complain about it. Okay, well, I don't know. This is why I don't like doing print. This is why, in case you haven't noticed, I've stepped back from doing a lot of work with other printer companies lately. Like, we didn't do a lot of unboxings last year. But it's starting to get a little annoying. It's printing good. Seems to be printing good, so that's good. Can't see it, but it's printing good. At least Bamboo. No, Bamboo, you know, Bamboo is the Apple of 3D printing. Somebody else comes up with a good idea and they just kind of refine it and claim it as their own. And when they come out with it, they say nobody else has done it before. That's Bamboo. Bamboo is just, you know, I just don't like their business practices. They make good hardware. Complicated, expensive hardware that they somehow can sell for a bargain, but they make good hardware. I just don't like their business practices. It's very, screw you, got mine, we want to control the entire ecosystem. Which, to be fair, most companies want to be the dominant company in their market. It is what it is. So, yeah. That looks so good. Here, let me take a picture. I'll put it on the Discord. There we go. Put a picture on the Discord. What did I miss? We got the printer up and running. You can see from this really crappy camera view, because I don't have any cameras over there. We got it up and running. It seems to be all good. We reran the calibration on it. So the printer is alive. I just posted a picture of it on the Discord. And then we were checking out this thing about this little VTuber telling us that Elegoo is stealing Clipper, but they stole like 5-year-old Clipper. So I got a feeling like, okay, wait, let me put my proper hat on for this. Let me put the proper hat on. Okay, let me get the, there we go. Okay. How much you want to bet some, either a project manager or somebody, a team leader, or just somebody on the team working on the firmware, they were told, hey, you need to come up with your own firmware, and they're like, okay, we'll just kind of vibe code some of this, and then we'll just, you know, grab a little bit here and a little bit there and just kind of throw it in. So I don't know if they fully one-to-one copied Clipper, or they just, you know, acquired sections of old Clipper code for specific purposes. There probably is new code in there, obviously UI stuff and whatnot. That's not hard to do. Let's be honest, making a 3D printing motion system, making stepper motors move is not hard. Making something that reads G-code and computers have been around for decades, okay? CNC machines have been around for decades. Making NEMA 17s dance around in an XYZ pattern is not exactly, Spider. Where are you coming from, Spider? It's not exactly, you know, reinventing the wheel, okay? Anyone with enough, you know, if you're willing to spend the time and the money and the resources, can develop 3D printer firmware, okay? Marlin and Clipper, the two biggest 3D printer firmwares that exist, were literally just designed by people in their free time. Now, granted, it's been years of development, okay? But both Marlin and Clipper were just started by just people, you know, faffing about designing stuff in their free time. So if a bunch of nerds working in their basement can, you know, come out with, you know, the two dominant 3D printer firmwares on the market right now, I'm sure some well-paid engineers can figure it out, okay? So it's not exactly, you know, a massive leap to, you know, for a company to go, yeah, we developed our own firmware. It's like, okay, cool. But when a VTuber starts digging through your code, okay, you don't fuck with VTubers. You don't fuck with VTubers, okay? You don't mess with VTubers. When they start digging through your code and they go, oh, hey, look, there's old Clipper code in here. It's calling out Clippy and timers and stuff, and it's referencing Clipper code from 0.9. You kind of got caught, okay? Elegoo, simple. Hey, you know, some people didn't know the rules. We had some engineers, whatever, you know, maybe blame it on ChatGPT or whatever, but you effed up, okay? A lot of the time, it's not hard. My bad, my B goes a long way. Goes a long way. Hey, we spoke to the engineering team. Looks like it's part of the team. They might have grabbed some old Clipper code because they might have cut some corners, grabbed some Clipper code. Shit, we're sorry. Here's the source for our firmware. We realized we goofed. We're bad. Here's a 5% sale. We'll call it even. I don't know. Okay? This isn't like the end of the world. This isn't going to go to court. Okay? But you got caught. Fess up. Admit my bad goes a long way a lot of the time. Okay? The thing is, a lot of this stuff, you want to know what it is? It's bamboo. Okay? It's bamboo. You know why? Because bamboo's doing good. And all these other companies are terrified now. Okay? Bamboo's doing good. Prusa seem to have woken up, and they're actually coming out with machines that are, you know, a decent price point and that are pretty good. I really like my Core 1s. They're $1,000 and they print really good. So bamboo is knocking it out of the park. There's competition for those that don't want to deal with the bamboos, okay? So if you want a 3D printer, if you're a 3D printer company, what segment of the market are you trying to get into? You're terrified right now because, hey, enclosed core XYs, they're cheap, they're good. What are you doing to stand out from your competition? You need to now, you can't just shit out Ender clones like you used to. You actually have to work. You have to fight. The market is maturing. Right? It's like if a company came out today and like, yeah, we're going to come out with FPV or we're going to come out with quadcopters. It's like, okay, you're going up against DJI. Good luck. Okay? It's starting to become that with 3D printing. So all these companies are basically doing a mad rush to try and do anything to kind of stem me off. I guarantee you, like we've seen it in the past couple of years, a bunch of 3D printing companies have gone under, right? Like, hell, I'm still surprised Lulzbot still exists, although they're probably living off government contracts. And educational contracts, but like, was it TiVo's gone? That one company that did that folding printer, but before the positron, that one guy promoted a lot of, that's gone. There's a lot of like those entry level-ish 3D printing companies that are kind of dying off. Expect more mergers, but like, it's
It is what it, Creality's hemorrhaging right now, I bet. They keep coming out with new printers, but they keep having the same bloody problems. Crappy tool heads, crappy extruders, firmware issues, overheating electronics. Like, Creality needs to like sit down, not release anything for 6 months, and spend that 6 months working on something that's actually decent. Okay? Like, so I think what this happened was rushed. Elegoo was like, shit, we need something because nobody's buying Cobras anymore. Nobody's buying shitty V-wheel bed flingers anymore, okay? Yeah, we know Creality service sucks. Nobody's buying shitty V-wheel bed flingers, except for the Bamboo A1, because it's cheap and it's decent, except when they catch fire. Go see Grant's video, 3D Musketeer, for more. But anyways, long story short, all these companies are freaking out because, holy shit, we actually have to compete and we have to come out with a decent product, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why Elegoo just didn't say, just screw it, let's use Clipper, because you could just use Clipper. Just use normal, up-to-date Clipper. You don't have to do anything. You just need to make a frickin' printer.cfg and then put a coat of paint on frickin' mainsail and ship it. It's gonna cost you a lot less money than having a whole team of dedicated engineers create your own cloned firmware. Literally, just run stock Clipper. The problem is, you run stock Clipper, what do you do for service updates and whatnot? Like, that's the whole problem. You're taking something that, you know, you kind of have to know what you're doing, and you're trying to sell it to people that don't know what they're doing. So, like, you have to put training wheels on it. Well, you can do that at the interface level. You can still just run normal Clipper. At least Creality kind of did that with their K1, and I think they did it with the K2, where it's like, okay, here, it's got the training wheels on, but if you put in this code, it unlocks the full version, and you can start faffing around with it if you know what you're doing. But for those that want to live with the training wheels, you can live with the training wheels. You could do something like that. But like, trying to say you created your own firmware so that you can get like, you can patent something or trademark something or try and get like some more incentives, you know, government kickbacks or whatever, because you developed something new or whatever, and it looks better on marketing. Oh, hey, we have our own new firmware. Well, guess what? You get caught. And when you get caught, the whole smoke and mirrors disappears, okay? You ain't the great Wizard of Oz anymore, okay? You're a company that just cloned Control-C, Control-V frickin' 5-year-old Clipper. That's not good. That's not good. Oh, hey, it's printing fine. Okay, Nero rant over. Nero rant over. The A1's not V-wheel, but it's still bed flinger. Yeah, they used Clipper on other machines. So the hardware they would use wouldn't be able to run stock Clipper. Well, then you take stock Clipper, you modify the code, and you PR it. Okay, there are ways of doing it properly. You can take Clipper and create your own like lightweight version of Clipper designed for like low power systems or whatever, like for the shitty hardware you're using because you want to save cut corners, which obviously it's a $300 enclosed Core XY. You have to cut corners. You have to. Okay, so you come out with your Clipper Lite, right? You come out with your forked version of Clipper, and guess what? You just release the source code and you call it Clipper Lite or whatever the hell you want to call it, Clipper E version or whatever for efficient or Elegoo. I don't care, but you just fork it and you release the source to your fork and you move on with your life. It is not that hard. Okay? Like, I have a printer running a forked version of Clipper. It's called Danger Clipper. It's called Calico or or whatever the heck it's called. It's right here on the floor behind me. So it's you could do it. It's not rocket appliances, guys. It's not that hard. Like, I don't know if it's one of those like, you know, cultural face things where you don't want to admit that or what, but guess what? The market that you're selling your printer to cares about that shit. So you gotta play the game. You gotta play the game sometimes. So the SoC they're using is anemic in relation to a Raspberry Pi dual Cortex A7 with the MCU that is built in DSP. It runs the fresh old Clipper code. So is that why they're using old Clipper? It's because it's so old? Here's the gold. Go join the Discord. We're going to be doing a little chat in a minute, by the way, about the community contest. Lick the smash button.
Viewer activity. Who was that? Analytics. Tag products. I can tag, what's tag products? Stream settings, analytics, viewer activity, frozen. I don't know what's going on. Top chat, fan funding. Who was it? Oh, okay. Thomas, Ballant, Thomas, Lee Smith. Live chat. There we go. Back to live chat. There we go. Okay. Are we naming the Discord again? Yep. At the end of stream, we're going to be doing that. But before that, we have about 10 minutes left in the stream. So it's been a hot minute since we've done one. Let's do a community contest. So let's pull it up here. Let me pull up the Discord here. So everyone here should be on the Discord. Are you on the Discord? Go click the link in the description. Can somebody who's not on the Discord join the Discord and make sure the Discord join link still works. It should still work. It's a permanent link, but go join the Discord. But anyways, on the Discord, you will see this channel, okay? September 25th, 2025. You got to scroll all the way to the bottom. It's under challenges. So there's two channels here. This is the chat about the community Discord, or chat about the contest section. And this is the contest session. You only post in here when you're entering the contest. Okay? So we got to edit this. Okay. So we used to do these. We did this for about 1.5 years. And then I kind of stopped doing them for a couple reasons, but I'm bringing them back now. I don't know if we're going to do them every month, every other month, occasionally. I don't know how it's going to work, but we're bringing it back for September at least. Okay. So when we do community challenges in this community, I'm not a fan of doing challenges that have a very overt bias to certain skill sets. I don't know why I'm playing with a lighter. What does that mean? I don't like doing design challenges, okay? Or at least design challenges where it's like, hey, design me a cosplay or some bullshit like that. You know, I don't know why. I can't do that shit. I don't like community challenges where you have to be super good at stuff to win. I like them to be kind of like, anyone who wants to take the time to enter has a shot at winning. I like to design my contests around, if little Timmy went to Best Buy last week and bought a Creality, whatever, or a Bamboo A1, or generic entry-level 3D printer, and they have been 3D printing for a week, and they came across this channel and they watched the streams, and they wanted to enter the community contest, they can enter the community contest and they have a fair shot at winning. That's how I like doing my community contests, is where everyone has a relatively decent shot at winning, okay? So, challenges are back. It's been a while, and I know you've been stocking up on filament and anticipation, which is good because the theme for this month is 50 grams of PLA, 50 grams of PLA. Let me go get my scale. I'm gonna walk and talk. Hey puppy, are you sleeping? You're sleeping. Where did I put my scale? Where did I put my scale? There is my scale. It's not like I have to weigh a 80-pound Gundam. Actually, I don't even think this scale would work with that. Okay. Ugh. I gotta go pick up the little guy from school after stream. Summer is over. Okay. Here is a scale. Here is a bunch of filament. How much does this weigh? 30 grams, 31 grams. Okay. This is 30 grams of filament. We're gonna pretend you have 50, this is 50. We're pretending it's 50, okay? Put your pretend hats on. This is 50 grams of filament. I'm giving you 50 grams of filament. Please note, this is conceptually a theoretical thing. I'm not actually giving you 50 grams of filament. You have now acquired 50 grams of filament from whatever, I don't know, cut it off a spool. You have 50 grams of filament. Impress me. Simple as that, okay? So 50 grams of PLA. With exactly 50 grams or less of standard PLA, I really don't care if it's like PLA plus, but I'm talking like regular PLA, okay? Not like Flexi PLA, not carbon fiber PLA, not some like Gucci weird funky brand of PLA that like, no, generic PLA, okay? I don't care what color it is. Silk, no. generic PLA, okay? Generic PLA, okay? That is the point. Generic PLA. Everyone who 3D prints probably has some generic PLA, okay? Again, I don't want you buying filament for this. Generic PLA, okay? So with 50 grams, no fancy flexible, blends, generic, bog, standard PLA. You must print something to compete in one of the following categories for fabulous prizes. What are the prizes as of right now? Spool filament from Polymaker and a hat off the merch store, okay? Or shirt, hat or shirt. I think I usually do a hat or a shirt. That may change. I may have a product instead from a company, but as of right now, spool filament and a hat or a shirt off the merch store, okay? So categories are to be discussed on live stream. Hey, guess what? We're live right now. So let's discuss them. Okay, so category 1. Category 1. Fancy AF. Okay. Print something that impresses me. Architecturally. Fancily. Okay. 3D print something with your 50G or less of PLA that is artistic in nature. It can be a print in place model. It can be a print in place model, something useful like a dice tower. It can be a stand-alone sculpture. It can be anything that could be deemed, you know, deemed artsy. Oop, I did not mean to hit enter, okay? But remember the theme. A 50-gram benchy doesn't impress me. So you need to think of something that is impressive because you use 50G and under. A lot of our interpretation is left up here. I'm not a very stickler for the rules, okay? Because it gets annoying, okay, when we play by all the rules. But you kind of get the idea, okay? So the first category, okay, is fancy AF. Okay, the AF stands for something. What does it stand for? I will tell you in the future, but it's not that. So what does that mean? If you come up and go, look at my rubber ducky that I 3D printed out of 50 grams of filament, I will go, cool. You took a model and you just played with your slicer settings to make it 50 grams. That doesn't impress me much, okay? But if it's a print in place something where it moves, or a dice tower, or it's got to be something where the fact that you did it with 50 grams and it falls under this artistic interpretation category, then it's impressive, okay? So don't just print a benchy or a rubber ducky or whatever in 50 grams. But if you manage to, you know, print some articulated whatever, okay? Remember, you have 50 grams. That includes support, okay? You have 50 grams total, okay? So, fancy AF. So just print something artsy or fancy or whatever, but remember the category, okay? Second thing, smort. Okay, this one is for the folks that really liked the popsicle stick bridge building competition in high school. Remember where it's like, here's like a bag of popsicle sticks and a glue stick and try and build a bridge that can support 50 pounds or whatever? This is that category, okay? Either, okay? Use that 50G of PLA to print something truly impressive from a mechanical engineering design standpoint. Okay? Hovercraft. Let's just say hovercraft. Okay. Okay. Tallest 50G print. Largest. One that can support your weight. I don't know. Get creative. There you go. So the smart category is basically, you know, print something cool that is kind of like, hey, look at this bridge I printed with 50 grams of PLA. It can support 20 pounds. That's cool. Okay. Yes, I spelled popsicle wrong. Fun fact, YouTubers spell stuff on purpose because it baits you into engagement. Okay, so those are the two categories, fancy AF and smart, okay? You may only use the 50 grams of filament. No glue, tape, etc. String, screws, etc. I'm running out of, I can't, wait. Oh shoot, I actually hit the limit. I gotta make this a little shorter. Okay, so let's, I don't need this intro stuff. Okay. Okay, category 1. Categories. There we go. Okay. No tape, clues, etc. Oop. Oop, 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 oop. Support. Material counts. Okay. That. Please include links to models if possible. Okay, cool. Winners get only Melty merch and polymaker filament. Contest closes. So here's the fun thing. This is the community contest for September. We're going to be doing the September 30th. So there's September 30th. Start a stream, Sep 30, 2025. Okay. I can't remember if we start at 11 a.m. or 2 p.m. I can't remember, but it'll start on that time. Okay. If not, because this weekend is, I'm going to be at East Coast Rep Fest or 3D Printopia. If we're not able to do it on the Tuesday, we'll just do it on the Friday after. Okay. Purge and poop. You have 50 grams. Purge poop counts. Okay. Support. Purge. Brim. Etc. Material counts. Okay. You have exactly 50 grams. Okay. Generic PLA. So if you're trying to print something multicolor on your bamboo, probably not a good idea. Okay. Now, if you have a Prusa XL or a tool changer where you don't have wasted, hey, it might be a little better off, but there you go. You can split it. You can split it across multiple PLAs. It does not need to be the same filament. You just have 50 grams of filament, and that's including all your wastage. Okay. So if you want to do a multicolor print, you can go right or wrong and do that. Just be aware your purge and poop counts. Okay. So that's that. And now I need to do a reply. Entry requirements. You must include a picture of your slicer, screen showing filament estimations, and if you win, you will be required to share G code and or full slicer settings to confirm if we are sus about the 50 G limit. Shown filament estimation, and if possible, picture of item on a scale. You may so here's the thing. If you don't fly too close to the sun, we don't have to worry about it. Okay. This is going to be on our vibe. We're going off vibes for this roll right here. So basically, if, you know, we see it and we're like, okay, yeah, that could be 50 grams. I believe it. Here's a picture of it on a scale. You know, it says 50 grams. I'll believe you. Okay. I'll believe you. But if we look at it and like the slicer settings show like, you know, you printed it with one wall and then it's holding 500 pounds, I'm going to be a little sus. Okay. So just kind of like, we're having fun here. Don't make me go all rule challenger about it. Simple as that. Okay. We're trying not to make this super complicated. Also, can one person, just one, reply in this thread just to make sure that anyone can reply? So somebody just like say hi in here. I just want to make sure you guys can post. I think I have permission set. You don't need to like, there you go. Okay, cool. Stop. I mean, I have slow mode on, so delete. I don't have a bot, so I can't do my stupid, the Voron Discord has a nice bot where you can just like delete a bunch of comments at once. You can do like delete last 20. I don't have any bots on my Discord. Oop, I didn't mean to report you, sorry. Beep dog. No. Delete. Delete. Okay. At here, challenge is open. Get started with entries. There, okay. Delete. There you go. Okay. There you go. That is community challenge. We've talked about that. We've got, this printer is printing printingly, so we're good there. I think that's about it. Oh yeah, we got to do a giveaway. We got to do a giveaway. I will give you 1 minute to enter. If you have not entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, do this now. Enter for your chance. We are going to be doing the draw like in a minute. So do this now. If you've already entered for your chance, go get some delicious gamer subs. Use code Canuck in the link in the video description. They have some new cups right now. I think they might have a sale on. I'm not sure. But you will save money if you use code Canuck. You can also buy some gloop. Use code Canuck and save some money as well. Delicious. That's a creamsicle flavor. Okay, what did I suck up in here that I'm worried that I sucked up? Oh God, there's. Oh, that was just a chunk of support. No, we're good. We're good. That's good. It was a just a block of black filament. It looked like a sock or something, and I'm like, was that important? I hope it wasn't important. Okay. Hey bud, how's it going? Good. We're about to do a community. We're about to do the filament draw. So if you haven't entered, you're kind of out of time. But we're gonna be doing the giveaway now. Link to sheets. Create. And don't forget to like the smash button because we're doing the draw right now. So if you entered for the draw and you didn't like the smash button, again, I'm not a fervent believer in karma, but the universe knows. Are you really gonna risk it? Are you really gonna risk it? Are you really gonna risk it for the biscuit? You gonna risk it for the biscuit? Now I want biscuits. 50 months, jeez. I can't believe it's been that long. They say the average YouTube career lasts 7 years, and I've been doing YouTube for 5 now. Now, to be fair, I've only been doing it full time for 3. Or actually, no, oh shoot, almost 4. Jeez, I'm doing this for too long. Okay, there we go. So 246 bots, 246. Play. And then after this, we're gonna roll the dice and see what the new name of the Discord is. Ah, I got flashbanged. Do I have a YouTube exit plan? That's a good question. I never planned to be a YouTuber to begin with, so when I started, I didn't have an exit plan. How this works is if you win, you get a spool of filament from Polymaker, but if I pick your ball and you're the lucky ball who wins, you get a free hat. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by this one. Sandman 667. If you win, you get a free hat off of the merch store along with your spool of filament from Polymaker. Everyone else, if you win, you just get the free spool. You going up? Going up. It's a beaker. It's Beekman's Lab, everyone. The plan was, have I told the story why I went full-time YouTube? We'll talk about it one day if I haven't. I don't know if I've actually told the full story. But anyways, long story short, some stuff made me going full-time YouTube make sense at the time. It was nice to have a parent home. And it made more sense for me to go YouTube full-time than for my wife to just quit her job and not have a job. Oh no! Icon! Anyways, plan was to do this as long as I could and then go back into the trade after, but the trade has kind of gone to shit since I've left. And so I've been kind of hoping for something in the additive manufacturing field, but there is absolutely nothing local to me. So I'm kind of stuck. So it is what it is. So if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or gifting memberships to others. Don't forget, exclamation mark zoom zoom makes your ball go faster. Don't forget. Exclamation mark gullible makes everyone else go slower. You hated the job. I mean, I could have easily gone to another shop, but there were other reasons at play. Who's in the lead now? Ron E. Wow, and you're well in front of the ghost too. Oh, the finish. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. No, Ron! Oh wait, no, he did finish. Oh, you fall in to win. Congratulations, Ron. Oh, it's whoever, when you fall in, it counts. Ah, I thought you had to make it to the line. I thought you fell just before the line. It's like, Ron, no! Congratulations, Ron. Golf claps in chat for Ron. Yeah, I was really hoping there would be more jobs in additive in my area. Okay, so we got Ron there. So let me quickly do the email here, and then we will do the draw for the name for the Discord. Now this one, you don't get a prize. This one, your name becomes the Discord name. Giveaways, let me enter this form here. Oop, I hit F11. I hate when I hit F11. So my problem is I taught myself to type, so I don't do home row typing. I've got my own weird way of typing because I taught myself to type. So my problem I have is when I switch between keyboards, I kind of just, I can't type as good. It's kind of funny. Like when I switch between different keyboards, I can't type as good as I normally do. So because I use like 3 different keyboards in my house, I just screw it up every now and then. So I like to hit buttons I shouldn't. Set up 3D musketeer. I don't have a scanner, and I shake too much for stuff like that. I'm just waiting on an email to come in so I can send the prize off to the winner, and then we can do this giveaway. Ooh, David replied to me on LinkedIn. By the way, if you think Twitter is a cesspool, join LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like the most like, oh man, you want a scummy social media? Join LinkedIn. I have a LinkedIn because professional, but like, oh my God, LinkedIn is just weird. Okay, come on, email. Did I type in my name right? Shoot, I might have typed my name wrong. Did I type my name wrong? I'm pretty sure there is an email address that's very close to my business email that occasionally gets the wrong, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I typed the wrong email address. There we go. That's your current job through LinkedIn? I don't do tech, so that's like different. LinkedIn, like I'm a blue collar worker type person. So LinkedIn isn't really a thing for me. Like I only got it because of the YouTube thing. Because Joel made me get one. Joel like sat me down. He's like, you need to get a LinkedIn. I'm like, I don't want a LinkedIn. It's like, you need to get a LinkedIn. You need to be professional because you're meeting these companies at these events. And I'm like, fine, Joel, I'll get a LinkedIn. He like gave me a whole spiel about it at like Rapid a couple years ago. Okay, for some reason I'm not, oh, there we go. Finally got the email. Okay, so let's do the community name. What are we gonna call the Discord? So Wheel of Names. So how this works is I asked you to give me a bunch of names for the Discord. Okay. Hopefully it only does the entries that are full. So these are all the names people have suggested, including suggested name for the community Discord for the month of September. I'm gonna delete that. So, somebody give me a number between 5 and 15. I need a number between 5 and 15. Spam in a chat between 5 and 15, go. Eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, round and round it goes. Where it stops will be the name of the Discord for the next month. Because the first of every month, or the first stream of the month, we rename the Discord. The Discord is now called Melty Machine. That is the name of our Discord for the next month. What do I know? Find the page for it. Edit per server. Where is server settings? There we go. Melty Machine. There we go. The Discord is now Melty Machine. Who was it that came up with the name for that? Who was that? Who was that? Responses. Oh. Melty Machine. Sasquatch Phil. Sasquatch Phil. Or no, that wasn't. You had Melty Chat. There is several people that put Melty things. Okay, Kim A. Kim A, you put Melty Machine. Okay, so we are now the Melty Machine Discord for the next month. Last month, it was 3D's Nuts. So, okay. Delete message. Delete message. For the person asking about sanding, I mean, sanding, I don't care if you sand it. The thing is, the final thing is only the plastic, okay? So you may only use the 50 grams of filament. No glue, tape, strings, etc. Support purge material counts, okay? You can sand it if you need to, but you're not painting it, okay? Make sense? You can only use the filament. The final product is only the filament, and you're only allowed to use the filament. Okay, if you gotta sand it to make it fit, I don't care. Okay, so. Okay, we're gonna call it there, because. Okay, somebody's like, can I use Pet G? I only have Pet G. This is where what Mama don't know don't hurt her. However, keep the material properties in mind. Hint, hint. Okay? If it's like you're entering the artsy class, okay, and your print doesn't matter if it's PLA or Pet G and you only have Pet G and you use Pet G and you don't tell anyone, and if you win and we decide to check the G code or something and we print it with PLA and it works, then it works. I know, oh yeah, PLA is lighter. Or Pet G's light. Is Pet G lighter than PLA? I thought PLA was like the least dense. One of the least dense filaments. No, nope. In that case, because of the weight, no. PLA has a weight. Nope. PLA only. Different materials have different densities, and sorting out the conversion rate is math, and I hate math. Okay, PLA only, PLA only. Simple as that. See, this is what happens when you bring stuff up. That's what happens when you bring stuff up, right? We're doing this for fun. I really don't want to get all rule warden about stuff, you know, when it comes down to win. Because again, for those that don't know how we do the draw, I pick several finalists and then you vote on the winner. I don't pick the direct winner. The community picks the direct winner. I pick the finalists though. So, okay, we're gonna call it there. I need to go pick up my little guy from school in like 10 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. This was fun. We got that printer back together. I don't know for sure what we're doing Friday. We might do a print and chill Friday, or we might start something else because I got to print some parts for other printers. So I got a big order of polymaker in, so I might go through that on Friday. So yeah, so shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we gave away this stream and every stream. Links for them and others in the video description. Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra. Go a long way in supporting the channel. Some of them, like Gamer Sups, 3D Gloop, etc. Use code Canuck, save a little bit of money as well. So you help support the channel and you get cool shit. And for those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. I'm Taylor, Canuck Creator. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe out there. Wash your hands, and I will see you in the future. Good night.